Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming back to the channel for another Begali review. Before I do start this one, just a very quick comment. I've had a couple of comments about, oh, you don't key the right way, or you're not using an iambic paddle in an iambic way. Well, the videos aren't about how I key keys, they're about the keys themselves. But I'll give you a quick explanation. I had a comment on my last video about when you were sending the call sign G4FOC, you weren't squeezing the paddles together on the letter C in the way that you would if you were using the iambic method. I've spent a lot of my time using single paddles, and you can key an iambic key as if you were keying a single paddle, and that's the way that I do it. It's the way that I've always done it, but as I said, the emphasis is on the keys, not on how I manipulate them. Anyway, moving on, not wanting to dull the tone of the video before we even begin. The video this time is about a lovely key which is named after something really shapely. Now, I know that there are keys in the range which are aesthetically pleasing. I mean, they're all aesthetically pleasing, let's face it, but you know, like the Sculpture range is a fantastic range of keys and they look really nice. But this key is named after styling, about the outline, about the shape. So you're probably wondering what on earth I'm going on about. Well, let's get straight to it. We're talking this week about the Begali Contour. So this is the Begali Contour. Just looking online at the description of the word contour, and the first one that came up is an outline representing or bounding the shape or form of something. She traced the contours of his face with her finger. The Begali website, I'm looking at the description, it says the contour key combines gracefully rounded shapes similar to the pearl key with a more traditional rectangular base, which makes it a little heavier and larger than the pearl. The same high performance mechanism with magnetic return and the same exquisite finish make it a key that produces a statement on the air and on the table. That's great. If you look at the key, you can see that, like the pearl, it's got this ridged edge to it. So it really is the Begali pearl, but with a rectangular base. It's got the same footprint, interestingly, as the Signature and the Magnetic Classic as well. Looking at the dimensions, the distance front to back is said to be 78 millimeters, which it is, 102 millimeters wide, which it is, and the height of 53 millimeters, which it is. Weight-wise, the sheet that I have says that it's 1,700 grams. So let's put that to the test with my gram meter. Ooh, a little bit heavier. 1.882 kilograms, or 1,882 grams. So 182 grams heavier than the sheet that I have, which was sent to me by Bruna. It's this one here. It's a little bit heavier, which is not an issue at all. But it's even better. It's heavier than Begali described, so it's not going to move around on the table at all. Right, move those out of the way. So she's an iambic paddle, and as the pearl and all the others, you have the contact adjustments at the rear with a very, very fine thread, so you can get them just right for you. And these on the sides are the magnetic return. It comes pre-wired, as you can see from the socket on the rear, and I apologize for my squeaky chair. And there we go. As per all the other keys, laser engraved, signed by Piero. You can see it just there. And all my fingerprints on the bottom as well. This one comes with blue paddles, but the one in the picture on the website is silver, the silver paddles, and the one on my spec sheet are red paddles. You can order the professional black base instead for an additional €20 and have your call sign engraved for €22. The finishes, with the exception of the black base, for the same price, gold, palladium or nickel, and that's €270 plus 22% VAT. The contacts are 925 silver. The finger pieces are red anodized aluminium, like those shown on the pearl, although these are blue. And silver finger pieces in the photo were only made for the prototype. Oh, that's interesting. Have a look at the website, i2rtf.com. There we go. Comes engraved with the Begali logo on the top of the bearing block, and the serial number is on this, in this key, is bottom right on the top face of the base. Okay, what's it like on the air? Well, before we do that, we'll have a quick spin on the old turntable with a bit of music, give you a close-up, and then we'll plug it in and we'll give it a go. I'll get it tuned up for me and see what it's like on air. Okay, so what I've done is I've set it up to use at about 20 grams on the paddles, maybe just a little bit over, on both sides. There you go. And what I'll do, try not to jog the tripod, and I'll give it a go on 20 meters and see how we get on. Bring it a bit closer. I've still got the call sign G4FOC, so I'll use that, and I'll give a few shout outs. Well, that was all right, wasn't it? Nice little contact into Bulgaria with Nick in Burgas. I gave him a 569 and he was about a 5. Sorry, I gave him a 569 and he said 579 to me. So conditions weren't optimal, but hey, it's a contact nonetheless, and I'll take that. Right, okay, looking at the Begali website again, I'll read to you some more about the contour. It says, if the pearl is a beauty queen, then this is her perfectly matched companion. The base is available in 3 different plating materials: gold, shown here, palladium, or a bright silver nickel. If you select gold or palladium as the finish of the base, then the bearing block will be gold plated. If you select nickel as the finish for the base, then the bearing block will also be plated with nickel. The adjustment screws and contact posts are always gold plated. For a visual impression of the palladium gold combination, take a look at the pearl, and the nickel combination is featured in the photo for the Graciela Junior. The contacts are 925 silver and the finger pieces are anodized red aluminium. Like the pearl, the distinctive beauty of this key is matched by superlative performance. The key will satisfy you even if you're a world-class high-speed operator, which I'm far from. You can also order this key with a jet black base, which is coated in a titanium nitrate for that professional look. For a visual impression of this type of finish, have a look at the Simplex Pro. So there we are, the Begali Contour. I did fish this out of the box, which is some information on keeping your key base and finishes always like new. And what it says is Tactile 900, which is a Valvoline product, or Beretta Gun Oil Spray CRC 3-36. Don't use anything else, please. Spray oil for cleaning rifles. This is a high penetrating power due to the low viscosity. Allows dirt to be extracted from the weapon even at extreme temperatures. Its lubricating qualities are enhanced after application, and the penetrating effect favouring the sliding of all mechanical parts, reducing friction, offers high corrosion protection. Do not, it says in the bottom here in big letters, do not use this for contacts. Just the finish on the base. Another word about Begali keys. Bruna asked me to mention, if you have issue with your key, please, please, please do not try and take it apart yourself. Don't take it apart yourself. The reason for that is inside these posts and inside the bearing block, there are other things going on. If you take these out, you won't get them back in again. So if you have an issue with your key, please get in touch with Bruna. Go on the website i2rtf.com, email Bruna, get it returned to the factory, have it repaired or put back together or whatever properly. Don't do it yourself. Please, please. Did I say please? Don't do it yourself. So there we go. Fantastic key, lovely to use, very heavy, 1.8 kilograms, and only €270, which is a bargain, I think, for that key. Of course, you can get other colour paddles as well. Speak to Bruna. I'm sure she'll be able to furnish you with them. Personally, I'm not a fan of the short paddles. I can use them, as you can see, but in the background here, you'll see my Simplex Pro. I much prefer that key because it's got the longer paddles. Because I move my hand around a bit. Anyway, the Begali Contour, lovely key to use, as I'm sure you'll agree. It looks great on the bench, and looks even better under one of my covers. But unfortunately, I haven't got one made up to show you. But if you do have one of these keys, or consider getting one, and you would like a cover, get in touch. Go to G0PNM.uk, or go onto the Begali website, click on the Partners tab, and my details are on there as well. So with that, I'll say thank you for watching. 7 threes, and if you're QRV, I might see you on the bands. Take care. The key in this video has been kindly loaned by Bruna and Piero Begali. Why not visit their website at www.i2rtf.com.